long I've been waiting for you?
I'm sorry I'm late. It took a bit longer than I thought to do my homework over at the university.
And what did you learn at school today?
Quite a bit, actually.
Enough to bring Sloan Carpenter to his knees, because that's all I want to know.
Perfect timing. Hi, come on in.
How are you?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It is so weird to be back in my dad's apartment again. So that's new.
Well, you haven't been here in a while. Hank and I got that quite a while ago.
What's the occasion, anyway? You never did say on the phone.
Well, I just thought that since tomorrow, Todd, Zach, and Powell are finally pleading guilty to raping Marty, and you two worked so hard to make that happen, celebration was in order.
Sounds good to me.
Besides, this is the perfect opportunity for three of my favorite people to really get right with each other again.
All right, well, I'm all for it, but how'd you talk Hank can do it?
Hi, baby. Surprise. Guess who's coming to dinner?
I heard Marty begging me not to touch her, but I listened to Todd and Zach instead, and I raped her. In that minute, I think I stopped being a human being.
Are you cooking dinner tonight? Is that what I smell?
Everything's all taken care of.
Oh, that's great. I'm starving. Boy, it must be Cajun night down on the bayou.
Uh-huh.
Because whatever you're cooking here is certainly blackened,
Well,
if not charred.
Max, we can't get married on December 1st.
Luna, we have been over this and over this and over this. You said it was the perfect day.
Honey, the Ouija board said it is. But the tower card said it isn't.
So?
So the tower card means destruction.
Right, because I am going to destroy it.
Max, I am not going to fly off in the face of the universe.
This has got nothing to do with the universe or your tarot cards or your Ouija board. This is about you using all of this stuff to back out of being my wife.
That is not true.
Oh, come on. If you can't even settle on a wedding day, how can you possibly commit to a marriage, huh? And I want to know why.
Max, I am committed to you, body, soul, and spirit.
Then why are you letting a deck of tarot cards and a Ouija board play ping pong with our wedding date? They both can't be right.
All right. All right, all right. The messages from the cosmos, they don't always agree. But neither does a lot of information we get from other places.
Like?
Like, doctors, lawyers, preachers.
The point being,
You have to let your instincts kind of guide you. You got to let them be the judge of what's good advice and what's bad.
then why do yours always go for the bad? You know, a few minutes ago, I was ready to tap dance on the ceiling. I was so happy you settled on a date. But now,
Max, honey, I want to be with you forever. I hope you know that.
let's go to Andrew Carpenter's and carve that date in his calendar. Luna, I want you to be my wife. And I honestly thought you wanted me to be your husband.
I do. Oh, my goddess, I do. I've wanted that right from the start, honey. All right, you're right. The Ouija board and the tarot deck can't both be right, so... come December 1st, you got a partner for life.
Do you mean it?
Open up that door. Let's see who can get to Reverend Carpenter the fastest.
Oh.
Oh.
Dad, this is great. Thanks for bringing all this baby stuff up from Tidewater. But I never wore this sweater.
You wouldn't had to have it in your crib every night.
Oh, I wish I could stay and sift through it all with you. I really do. But I got to run. I got a counseling session. And you, don't be long. Take it easy, okay? You're supposed to take it easy. Bye-bye. Bye.
Well, I have a couple more boxes upstairs. You ready to do some more sifting? Hello.
General Carpenter, Frank Edmonds from the Harrisburg Daily Clarion.
I told you earlier I have no comment.
Could you give me your reaction to the peace Dorian Lord wrote about you and the intruder?
I can't.
Well, is it true you had a son who died of AIDS and that you refused to go to his funeral?
I have nothing to say to you.
Sloan, has the press been hounding you about Mother's article?
As I said the other day, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. And neither should you. Why don't you just go upstairs? I'll be up in a minute. Okay. All right?
Excuse me. Have you read this, General?
Go away.
Mrs. Lord must really like going for the jugular.
Emily Haynes. Now, are you sure that she's the one that we overheard the other day, the one gushing to her friend about what a sweetheart Sloan Carpenter was?
Yes. I followed her to the post office and I sneaked to look at her mail. Emily Haynes from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I didn't want to tip my hand by asking too many questions, so I waited until Emily was chattering away with the clerk at the campus bookstore. And once she left, I made sure he had a much better time talking to me.
Clever girl. What did he say?
That she's a flirt, which anyone can see. Also, she has serious money problems. Apparently, she was always running up her bills and then borrowing cash from anyone she can.
Oh, a tease with money problems. This is somebody that we can work with. You're sure that she's in Sloan's class?
Definitely.
Oh, this is perfect. If what you were saying the other day about Sloan flirting with her is true, even if it's not, we've got all the ingredients for a bombshell. One that will blow Sloan's reputation straight to kingdom come.
Dorian, you keep saying we.
We are a team.
No, I'm sorry. You wanted me to help you find a plan to bring down General Carpenter, and now you got your plan. But as far as putting it into motion goes, that project's all yours.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I completely lost track of the time. Here.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. I'm going to make you dinner. I'll do it in 20 minutes.
No. Look, honey, I don't expect you to be any better cook than I am. And believe me, I've been burning stuff in this pan long before you were ever a lawyer.
You're not mad at me?
No. I don't care if you fill the whole place with smoke, if that means you're going to stop fretting about this rape case.
Well, I'm trying to.
It's not working. Look, you got Powell a new lawyer, right? You helped save his life, probably his soul. I think you've done just about everything that you can do. Now Powell has to pay for what he's done.
What, and serve the maximum sentence?
Why?
Because that's what Hank is going to ask for those 3 boys. And why should Powell have to serve the same time? Why should he receive the same punishment as Todd and Zach? I mean, he's the only one that even feels sorry for what he's done.
Well, what's the matter? Hey, come here. Nora, are you okay?
Shake that body.
Outrageous body. Outrageous shine.
Let me show you how to do this. You got it. Move this. You got it. Move.
Oh, honey, listen, you're still getting hit with the migraines, aren't you? Here, come on, sit down. Sit down. They're still coming after you, and that's why you haven't been driving your car. Is that right?
Yes, I've had a few migraines. But I saw Dr. Larry Wollick, and he wasn't too concerned.
Not concerned. You nearly keeled over just now.
He said that once the rape case is over and then my tension goes away, the headaches will go away.
Oh, come on. Look at you're hurt. And I can help you through this. I tell you, you always help me when I was hurting. Just don't keep any secrets from me, all right?
Like how bad a cook I am?
No, that's not really a secret. No, listen, I fell in love with you because of your heart, not because of your fettuccine Alfredo.
My heart?
Yeah, your heart, you know? There's nobody who just flat out cares more than you do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Where's that massager thing? I'm going to get that. You stay right there. Here, don't move. You drink this. Okay. All right?
I think it's in the dresser.
Is that where you put it?
I think so. Oh, please don't start those dreams again.
Okay. There you go. Now, just relax. Just relax. Look, I know how badly you want to help this Powell, but if he's what's bringing on your migraines, honey, you're going to have to let it go.
You're right, I should let it go.
No, you have to. Look at this. Powell has already confessed. That's in the past. Now we have to look towards the future, because that is where we are going. What's that for?
For helping me. You help me more than just neck rubs, you know that? I'm going to go take a pain pill. And then I'm going to make you the dinner of your dreams. So get your taste buds ready, fella. Excuse me. I'll be back.
So I hear classes are starting.
Yeah. Kevin and I have one class together.
Oh, really? Which one?
Sloane Carpenter's Modern World Politics.
Well, what do you know? I guess we're not too good at this chit-chat.
No, I've heard better.
Yeah, well, maybe what that means is we do have a lot to talk about, huh? I made a lot of mistakes during that trial, and I made a lot of apologies. But tomorrow morning, I get to go back into that courtroom and hear Todd and Zach and Powell plead guilty to Marty's rape. You know, that never would have happened if it hadn't been for you two pitching in.
No, wait, it wasn't just us. Jason helped convince Carol Swift to come forward with her story, and Swade helped Kevin find the sweatband.
Yeah, that's all true, sweetheart. But, none of them were put through hell on that witness stand like you were.
That's over now. So, come on. No more apologies.
Okay. And Kevin, nobody would have blamed you for turning your back on the whole thing after Marty had cleared you. But you hung in there, man. I mean, you hung in there and you fought for the truth to come out. It took some guts, buddy.
Well, thank you, but I think Marty was the courageous one. I think she knew her case would fall apart if she cleared me, but she did it anyway. And besides, there's one thing my father drilled into me. It's never run from a fight if the fight can right a wrong.
You know what's funny? My father taught me the same thing.
Yeah? Well, he sounds like a good man.
I don't want to give you a statement. I've had phone calls all day long and people like you ringing my doorbell. Goodbye.
But obviously Mrs. Lord is coming after you. Don't you want to make a preemptive strike, General?
You want me to slam this door on your foot?
What do you think her next move is going to be?
Vicky, I'm glad it's you. I'm sorry.
Sloan, what's wrong?
It's just one of those days. I don't know. I think an aluminum siding company has me on their list. I have a sales machine that won't stop ringing my phone.
Oh, my goodness, that's so terrible.
Yeah, it's a modern form of torture. How are you?
I'm just fine, thank you.
I've been enjoying your articles about health care.
You have? Thank you. I must say I wrote them so long ago I completely forgot about them.
You haven't been reading the Banner?
No. Don't tell anybody, but the only newspapers we've seen on this whole camping trip are the ones we used to wrap the fish in.
Not even an occasional copy of The Intruder at the supermarket?
I wouldn't insult the fish by wrapping them in Dorian's newspaper.
Good. I assume you're there with Clint.
No, I'm staying at a lodge near the ranch.
How is he?
Well, he's all right. I think we were all a little shocked to see how weak he still is. But he's working very hard. He's very determined. He works with a physical therapist, and he's getting his strength back.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's doing him a lot of good to have the children with him, and you.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking of leaving the children here with him and coming home a little early.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I thought, well, they could have some time alone with Clint. And you and I could spend some extra time together.
Well, I'd love that. Although things are a little tight around here, it might be hectic.
You're that swamped?
Well, you know, between the new teaching job, the publicity around the Lord of the Banner, I haven't had a chance to breathe.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you all right?
Yeah, of course.
Sloan, you sound a bit, I don't know, worried.
I'm sorry, darling. I guess I'm a little more distracted than usual. Hurry home.
Well, I'll call you just before I leave, okay?
Okay, you do that.
I love you.
I love you.
Angela, we've just come up with the perfect plan to destroy Sloan. Don't abandon me now.
Dorian, revenge is one thing. Trumping up charges of sexual harassment is, well, it's just not for me, okay? It's just too mean-spirited.
Excuse me. I have just lost my daughter, my lover, and every ounce of respect that I've ever had in this town because of the lies Sloan Carpenter told about me in his book. Wouldn't you call that mean-spirited of him?
He certainly didn't pull any punches.
Neither will I. Get over your queasiness about our project and join me. Or, do I need to remind you? No, why did I say or? Dear, do I need to remind you that I have given you a lot of help in trying to get Kane back?
Nothing has worked yet.
Well, we're not going to quit. We need each other. I mean, we are friends, aren't we?
We are.
Well, wonderful. So I don't need to remind you about all the money you owe me.
Oh, I knew it. I knew you didn't mean it when you said that I didn't have to pay you back.
I meant it. It's just I change my mind sometimes.
Well, if it isn't Landview's contribution to the Poison Pen set. Hello, Dorian.
Angela Holliday, meet Arthur Vandenberg, publisher of that vile, malicious book, Lord of the Banner.
Don't be nasty, darling. I came by to thank you. You've done me and Sloan a huge favor.
Oh, honey, look at this. This is some kind of a record. You got dinner ready in like 15 minutes? How did you do this?
Well, see for yourself.
This is the dinner of my dreams?
Uh-huh.
Chinese takeout?
Yeah. I ordered your favorite dishes. And while we're waiting for the delivery, I have planned a very tasty appetizer.
What? I'm going like this.
Good. Now get me out of this thing. As a matter of fact, get me out of everything.
Andrew, you are looking at the couple that you are going to marry on December 1st. Absolutely, definitely.
Well, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So, last time we spoke now, you were a little bit uncertain about setting a date, so I'm just a little curious. How'd you hit on December 1st?
Well, actually, it was suggested by a friend. My Ouija board. I know you don't believe in stuff like that, so.
No, hey, it's fine with me if it makes you happy. You sure about this date now, huh?
Are you kidding? Luna wants you to put it down in ink, don't you, baby?
All right. Just a few routine
Absolutely,
questions.
put it in ink.
Okay. Questions. Max, you were married once before, right?
Yeah, to Gabrielle, but we've been divorced more than 2 years.
And Luna, this is your first time down the aisle, huh?
Well, no, I was married before, too.
I didn't know that. So you were divorced?
Widowed. My husband, Bobby, was killed in an accident 3 months after we were married. The speedboat he was driving hit a piling. He was 20.
I'm sorry. Max, do you think that I could just have a word alone with Luna just for a moment?
Sure.
You got it. Jane, you're fine. There's something troubling you, isn't there?
No, I'm no more jittery than a bride-to-be should be.
No, don't take offense at this, Luna, but I sense that there is. Now, are you afraid of marrying Max for some reason?
Me afraid.
Yes, you afraid. Because if you are, until you work through that fear, I don't recommend that you set a wedding date on December 1st or any day.
Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Ragu are so delicious everyone's saying, I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Try chicken cacciatore, so fresh.
December 1st, Andrew, go ahead, write that down.
Luna, please, hear me out.
I'm not afraid to marry Max. The only reason I waffled is because I want this wedding to be perfect. I'm not going to take any chances.
Luna? Now, I'm not questioning your love for Max, but I sure hate to see you question your faith in that love, especially when I've seen what that faith is capable of. Now, you remember when Max fell down the hole this last summer during Al and CJ's rescue? You were the only one who believed that he was still alive. Correction, you were the only one that knew he was alive. And you kept that vigil, and sure enough, Max came back. You dived in, you brought him back.
Oh, I would have done anything to get him back.
I know you would. And you remember what you told me that night? I'll never forget. You said that once you actually fought death to save Max.
I sure did.
Okay, now I find out that your first husband, Bobby, was in fact taken by death.
What's one thing got to do with the other?
Oh, Luna, I'm not sure, but could it be that losing Bobby that way makes you afraid to marry Max for fear that something might happen to him?
That would be my worst nightmare. Losing Bobby made me realize how fragile our lives are. But, Andrew, that doesn't mean that I'm not 100% sure about marrying Max. I want to, believe me. Every part of me does.
Without fear? Without any reservation?
Andrew, me and Max have been through more than this old world can toss out for two people, and we've made it through, and I think we need a little reward, a marriage. And I want that more than the stars and the moon on this engagement ring right here. So let's get to work.
With pleasure.
Okay.
How cute.
Andrew used to call this his lion. It's obviously a squirrel.
Well, Andrew always did think big.
Yeah.
Oh. This was William's, wasn't it?
Yeah. This is what I was looking for. Family Bible. There's a veritable gold mine of names for you and Andrew to look through before you choose. Every carpenter ever born is registered there.
Look, here's Andrew, and here's William.
Happiest days of my life were when my two sons were born.
Maybe we should put this away.
It's just hard being reminded of all you've lost and how much worse I made it.
Oh, Sloan.
Oh, it was bad enough William died so young. But I just cut him out of my life those last few precious years because of my stupidity and prejudice.
Yeah, but that's all in the past now.
Well, your mother has taken the one thing I'm most ashamed of. And she's made it front page news.
How have I done you and Sloan a favor?
Well, Lord of the Banner is already a bestseller, as you probably know, but when you printed my side in The Intruder, the sales of Sloane's book went up by 23%.
That's impossible.
I've got the figures right here. That's why I wanted to thank you for the wonderful publicity, and do keep up the good word, Dorian. Miss Holliday.
Well, the general seems to be a born winner.
He's going to die a loser.
Dorian, why don't you just give it up? Things might have a way of working out.
Look, you are not a real evangelist. Stop passing out homilies.
If people see you trying to hurt the general again, they are going to know that you are the one.
That's it. Angela, I've been too public about all this. I can't destroy Sloan unless nobody knows that I'm behind it. That's why I need you. Angela, come on. You've already admitted that we're friends. Don't back out now. Please. Deal?
I'm lucky. I'm just one of those women who happens to have naturally beautiful hair. Look, this color, these highlights, this shine.
Great dinner, Sheila.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, your father loves a good meal almost as much as a big win in court.
Whatever did make you go into law, Hank?
Yeah, you never told me.
Yeah, I guess we never did talk about that. Well, I went into law because of a lynching.
What?
When I was a kid, I was flipping through this magazine. There it was. This photograph of a black man hanging from a tree. Hands tied, feet. Then I asked my mother, what was the reason for hanging that man? And I could still hear the pain in her voice when she said that reason had nothing to do with it. And then she told me that those people standing there looking up at that hanging man were never punished. Well, of course, I knew what injustice meant. It just never hit me in the gut like that. So right then and there, I knew I had to go into law. Because maybe there would never be reason in this world. But I was going to make sure there was justice. Look, I know sometimes I get a little long-winded. I didn't mean to just rattle on. So, Kevin, why do you ask?
I've decided to apply to law school next year.
Is everyone in my life going to be a lawyer?
You could do worse.
Let me be the first to wish you luck. Not that you're going to need it as much as I needed it to get into law school.
Daddy.
No.
Please.
No, it's okay. Your father's talking economics, and he's right. I am lucky. I won't have to fight for those scholarships the way your father had to get through school.
Pretty slick defense there, counselor. You know, Rachel, I've got a feeling that your boyfriend... I've got a feeling that your man here is going to make one hell of a lawyer.
Now is the time for new beginnings. Look.
I'm sorry.
What?
You know what keeps gnawing at me? Here I was Powell's lawyer. I was his defender, and I couldn't help him.
Look, you didn't have a choice, okay? Because he never told you the truth about Marty's rape until it was too late.
That's exactly right. You know, if I'd gotten him to trust me sooner, then maybe he would have opened up more easily.
Stop blaming yourself.
I just feel so sorry for
Powell
him.
will survive. Believe me, I talked to him today. I did. I told him the whole story about me wanting to jump off a ledge after Sarah died. Funny thing, though, you know, I got the feeling he already knew this story.
I told him I helped someone. I never would have told him your name. I swear.
I know. It's one of the things I love about you so much. The point of this is, you wanted Powell to know that when a guy gets to the end of his rope, there's always a little more rope, you know? He can go on. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Powell has chosen to do that, and he will go on. So you have to follow his lead, all right? You have to live your life. Starting right now. Starting with going to bed with me. Maybe we'll even get a little sleep this time.
Let us begin. Luna, Max, is there anyone here who can show cause why this man and woman shouldn't be joined in marriage? If so, say now.
About time you all asked for my opinion.
Bobby, Ever, what are you doing here?
Trying to stop you from making a mistake. You can't marry this guy, darling.
When I first thought I was pregnant, we wanted to know for sure. I used first response. No co-
It's ironic. Dorian rummaged through my past. She found the one thing that I had really hoped to leave back there. And she brought it out in the open. Which is precisely what I did to her.
Sloan, please don't compare yourself to Mother. You are nothing like her. You're decent.
And not without my faults.
Okay, but you're willing to acknowledge them. If you weren't willing to look at yourself, then you would never have been able to put William's panel into the AIDS quilt last summer.
At the time, I just couldn't go on living the way I had been.
Well, that's my point. My mother can't bear to change. She refuses to take responsibility for anything, and she is absolutely not interested at all in the truth.
Well, what she wrote about me was not a lie.
No, but she published it just so that she could hurt you.
I'll get over it.
Okay, but what about the next time? And the time after that? Don't you understand? Revenge is like a drug to Mother. Once it gets into her system, she needs more and more. And she's got to be stopped right away. Before she hurts someone again. And I am just the one to do it.
Believe me, nothing ruins respectable men faster than a nice, juicy sex scandal.
Yes, but there has to be some kind of truth to the accusation or it'll never stick.
Emily was sitting right there when we overheard her say that Sloan was flirting with her.
But flirting how? By paying attention to her? By pawing at her? It wasn't clear, Dorian.
Fine, I need a few more details. I'll just have a little chat with her.
Don't you think that you're a bit on the well-known side to go sauntering around campus looking for her?
Well, then that's where you'll come in.
Oh, so I have to arrange the meeting. How?
You're the con artist. Hey, just get little co-ed Emily to me, and I'll take it the rest of the way.
Hank, are you going to ask for the maximum sentence for Powell tomorrow?
But Powell has a lawyer, remember? Steve Harrington, you recommended the guy yourself. Let him handle this.
You're giving me the bum's rush.
Nora, listen. This is not your case anymore. Go to bed. It's late. Goodbye. Hank, right?
Yes. Okay. I can't let go. Say it. Go ahead. I'm not Powell's lawyer anymore. I've become obsessive. I can't let go. But you know what? I can't let Powell do a mammoth sentence and stay so permanent. I guess I'll have to do it this time. That's gonna kill that stalker decency that made him confess in the first place. Bo, do you remember when we were all going to university that I shouldn't have known this from you? Well, there's something that you should know about me. I have got to. And I'm going to.